Hello, welcome to SquishiVision, where I had to spend some time figuring some rejigging things because I've updated OBS, and I think OBS has put in an update, which I mean isn't inherently a bad thing, but it's put in an update where it configures its transformations of the sources. It used to be, I don't know how it used to do it. I think it's doing it. It's changed. It used to be calculated from a certain point, and they've changed it now so it's calculated from a different point, which in theory makes it less problematic if you change your canvas sizes, because it doesn't have mean you've got to redo everything. But it's meant I've had to redo everything this one time. Anyway, I'm up far later than I should be, given that I should probably sleep for Seri. I should probably sleep before I pray. But I have everything set up to do trailer reacts, and I have like 4 or 5 trailers I need to react to. Well, I don't need to, no one's forcing me, but I'm behind, and I kind of want to do them. So we're gonna get straight into it. This is the new trailer for Doctor Who for this year's series of Doctor Who, Series 15, which we're not gonna call Season 2. We would potentially call it Season 41, if I do my maths right. But we're not going to call it Season 2, because there's already a Season 2, and it happened in 1964. Or maybe 5. So this is Series 2. No, I said Series 2, not Siri. But thank you for paying attention. Should you get our second series? We know
something went wrong. Please try again.
We know that oh gosh, what's her name? Brilliant actress from Andor. I love that Wikipedia is refusing to call it Season 2. Varada Sefu is in it, which I'm looking forward to. At some point out on Twitter, first time the entirety of the TARDIS crew has not had a white person in it. Millie Gibson's still apparently in this. It's very unclear in what capacity. So, look, I mean, if there's one defender of Doctor Who, it will always be me. But the last series, I was very... It's the first time I've ever had pause in my dedication to Doctor Who, and that's saying something. So there were some highs, there were a lot of lows. The Christmas special was terrible. Let's see how much did this work? Yeah. Let's see how much this trailer redeems things, and hopefully everything is working on stuff. I should probably actually test. Is my chat in the right place? Yeah, I guess that'll do. Okay, let's
There are forces.
Right, let's go.
There are forces beyond this universe. We think we are so clever. But we're like children. And when these vast creatures look down on us, our entire reality is in danger.
So what's your name?
Just the doctor.
All right, then. I'm called the nurse.
There is something already connecting us.
I'm an ordained Anglican Marine.
This is a time machine.
Boom!
I am not one of your adventures.
You need to get me home.
This might be the long way round.
You're Scooby-Doo.
Honey, I'm Velma. We are meant to voyage out there and own it.
We're just popping in.
Girl, you are beginning to enjoy this.
Welcome to the Interstellar Song Contest!
Oh, we're so staying.
We're staying.
I love a good show.
It's all a game to them.
A beaming at you.
But the games are deadly.
Tell a story.
Once you scared. Why? Because it likes the taste.
I promised that I would keep you safe.
You can't.
I can. I will. I do. I will take you home. That is a promise.
Yeah, let's go for it. Bit by bit.
There are
I want to put money on saying this isn't the first time that we see. Oh, what's her character's name? That's been revealed, hasn't it? Belinda. I'm not fond of the name Belinda, but I don't know if that's just me being problematic. I want to put money on that this isn't when we meet Belinda, but it might be.
forces beyond this universe.
Also, I do kind of like I do kind of like the Doctor's whole. I do like the monologue that they've chosen for the trailer here. I mean, the Doctor always has good monologues; it's inherent in the character. I like the one that they've chosen for this.
We think we are so clever. But we're like children.
So this spider creature is interesting. I feel like they're going to be a significant. They look like quite a big creature to be something which is gonna not have a big part to play. I feel like this is they're gonna have a impact. I want to say, I don't know. There's something about my design, and I mean there's been a lot of like recurring big creature, big spectacle thing in recent Doctor Who. There's something mechanical about it I have actually in this angle, but I think their angles make it less the case.
And when these vast.
So this is something I've seen Twitter pick up on. Some kind of like prison vault thing with Unit. People have been speculating that we're going to see like a darker side of Unit. We're going to be able to explore the kind of side of Unit that that is less kind of savory. That is always good to see like happen in the past. Like some of the most enjoyable parts of Doctor Who, it happens a lot in the classic series, is the conflict between Unit and the Doctor, where Unit wants to do things a bit more kind of pragmatically, and the Doctor wants to do things a bit more idealistically, and kind of using that clash of ideals as a character study is always good. But in recent years, they've kind of tried to do that, but like they've not. I don't know. Even like during Capaldi's era, where Capaldi was like written very well as an ideal to be examined as a character study, I don't know. Unit's kind of been, and then the last series of Unit, the last kind of recent appearances of Unit has been kind of, I don't know, self-gratuitous.
Creatures.
I don't think we can tell what that is. I don't know if it's something that's. It could be a number of slimy pre-existing creatures that we've seen in Doctor Who. I don't think it is though. So it's going to be a period of episodes that are set in, I assume, 70s, 60s, 70s, judging by like the outfits and stuff. And we see Belinda Little wear kind of period outfits, and this is the one I assume that the cartoon creature is in.
Look down on us.
That's a trailer misdirect match cut where not match cut, eyeline cut where someone looks up and we see something else, but these are clearly not from the same episode. This is also a bit interesting creature. I don't know if this is related to the big spider thing. It also kind of looks a bit like Sutek but bone form, almost like, you know how when you kill Bowser in Mario and they come back as like dry Bowser or whatever it is, or bony Bowser. I don't know what the bone version of Bowser's called. I can't remember. Part of me's like, oh, is this that? But I don't think so actually, because of the toast. I also there's another thing there with bones. Oh, I know the thing I was gonna download. There's a thing that lets me. There's a plugin that lets me use my mouse to kind of point at things. That could have been fun to use during this, and I forgot to download it. Maybe I'll do it for the next trailer. But this bone thing, there's like another thing there with bones. I think it's gonna be a few bony creatures.
Our entire reality is in danger.
That's an interesting shot because I'll go back a bit.
Look down on us.
I think we've seen this kind of effect before. Sometimes it's used just in the trailer, but I think this might actually be from the show, where we use this to kind of explore the idea of like divulging timelines. So I wonder if we're going to play around with reality not being as like fixed. It's been a kind of a recurring kind of theme. It's in the second era of RTD, where they've explored the idea that kind of alternate timelines and like reality is a bit more fluid and things could change and things can divulge and split and exist at the same time, which I'm not. No, people keep saying that Doctor Who has no like fixed canon, and that's not true. It has a continuity. It has ways to bend the continuity that has ways to kind of change the narrative in a way which is still having a consistent continuity because it's a time travel show, but it's not as like fluid in the rules people think it is. It is actually pretty consistent. But somehow people got this in their mind that that's not the case.
Our entire reality is in danger.
Mel is back. Look, I don't hate Mel. I don't know why she's suddenly become like R.T. Davis's like favorite thing. Yeah, confused. I don't know. Is it just because the actress is like available a lot? Like she's no Sarah. She's no. It's like what's the Davis trying to make her the new Sarah Jane, and Sarah Jane is very much Lily. No, get off my keyboard. Is very much in a league of her own. When it kind of comes to all this, so look, like I don't hate Mel. I mean, I swear I don't actually know much of Mel because I'm still kind of need to catch up on like 6 Doctor stuff, but Colin Baker Doctor stuff. But yeah.
So what's your name?
Just the Doctor.
All right then. I'm called the nurse.
Not bit of a cringe line, but I guess, you know. I mean, is she a nurse? I guess it makes more sense if she is a nurse. It is very much kind of like the Martha Jones thing where the Doctor's like, I'm a doctor, and she's like, oh, I'll be one day. So I guess if Belinda is a nurse, then it makes sense as a comeback. It's just a bit kind of like but I mean, maybe I'm being overly critical. A lot of Doctor Who is like that.
There is something already connected.
So this is interesting. A lot of the press releases around her casting were suggesting that they weren't going to Lily, get your feet off my Alexa right now. Daft little cat. Okay. A lot of yeah, basically when she was cast, things came out being like, oh, it was completely like a coincidence, like, well, not a coincidence, but like we cast her in this, and then we were like, actually, she's also the best actress for this role, and there's gonna be nothing connecting them. It's just they happen to be like we've done it before. It doesn't even be like a wink or anything. It just happen to be the same people. You know, it's happened with Karen Gillan. There's not the characters aren't connected. Clearly, they are because now they've linked to here. It might just be something as simple as being like, she's her descendant, and it's faith and stuff, or it might be something a bit more like Clara Oswald. I don't know. I never have the idea of companions being plot devices, because I don't think. I think it was done okay in its kind of like, it was done okay when it was like a surprising one-off thing, but every single companion being the driving force of the series narrative is kind of becoming exhausting at this point. I think.
Us.
I'm an ordained Anglican Marine.
This is a time machine.
I'm also not entirely convinced that part where she looks at the screen and sees a future version of herself. Also, why have we lost a lot of pixels? Looks at herself is the same shot, same scene, but might be.
Boom.
But then again, it might be because he says "boom," which is the episode that she was in last. So who knows?
I am not one of your adventures.
You need to get me home.
So that's an interesting kind of dynamic. It's not new. I think a bunch of companions have become companions because they've ended up in a TARDIS and TARDIS has taken off with them, and they've all been like, no, I just want to go home, and the Doctor can't. I mean, it's fair. That was like often the modus operandus for classic Doctor Who companions. A lot of them accidentally became companions and generally just wanted to get back home, but obviously the TARDIS was a bit more difficult to travel around in that era, and so that, I mean, it was certainly like it was certainly the kind of premise of Ian and Barbara when they were traveling with the Doctor. So it seems to be that's the case here as well, where the Doctor isn't able to go specifically back, which is actually interesting because a lot of like modern Doctor Who stuff has. I've just lost my auto cue because it keeps doing that. I mean, it was doing it before, but this is annoying. Right, hopefully I'll stay there now. A lot of modern companions, they've done this whole thing where they go home quite often, they connect to their families quite often, their dynamic with their home life has become like a part of the plot. And it might just be kind of fun to go back to an era of Doctor Who where the companions are literally stuck with the Doctor, separate from their home life, and having to like adapt to this life they didn't choose, you know? Why is this? You can't see it on my capture, but like, so they've watermarked this trailer with the Doctor Who. This is annoying. I hate when I do this. The trailer is clearly in what looks like a 2:1 aspect ratio, but they've put like stuff in the top corner. You can see the cropped off part of the Doctor Who logo. They've also written the words Doctor Who on the opposite side for some reason. Also, they don't censor it, so yeah, I'm complaining about something else, but I just don't like how they've presented this trailer.
This might be the wrong way round.
You're Scooby-Doo.
Honey, I'm Velma. You're meant.
I am interested in what the context of that exchange is. I guess it is very much a Doctor line to say that they're Velma rather than Scooby-Doo. Yeah. So this here makes me actually go back and watch it earlier about the first adventure that Belinda is in. Because clearly the discussion where she's in this coat is early days for them. Probably the first or second adventure. Where, because she's obviously wearing this coat when she's asking the Doctor to take her home. The Doctor's wearing the same clothes that he was wearing there. It's the same planet, but that ship with the fins are on that we see take off that she's watching from the window, which I think is probably from the same episode. So I guess that is the first episode. I don't know if they've have they released the episode titles? Well, that's the wrong thing I wanted to. Nope. What am I doing? What What's happening here? I don't know what you're reacting to. Lily, you're the one who pressed play on a video on my Alexa. No, they've not released episode titles yet. Also, what? Hmm. 8 episodes. Why are it only 8 episodes? I mean, the way that this Wikipedia article is laid out, it's just only 4. Honestly, at this stage, I wouldn't be surprised about it. Hello, John Henry 592. I'm interested to see how they bounce back from the last series. But yes, I think so. Yeah, just about their costume here, I think that probably is actually the first time we see Belinda. And the first thing they're dealing with is that spaceship, and then she gets into the TARDIS and ends up on this alien planet, which I don't recognize.
To voyage out.
This looks. I like the Doctor's outfit here. I like how cultural, like regional specific culture, it looks. I know people are split on the fact that Gatwa's Doctor doesn't have a continuous costume, but changes depending on where they are. But I mean, hey, at least they're embracing something new.
Out there and own it.
We're just popping in.
Girl, you are beginning to enjoy this.
So this is the interesting thing. So yeah, we get a few clips of them in several areas, going on different adventures, and obviously Belinda. Although does River Lily? I don't know. Does the Doctor call her Belle? Belle? How are you short Belinda? Belle? It seems like he's calling her Belle, which is not going to be confusing with Mel whatsoever. And just kind of illustrating the fact that Belinda is enjoying being a companion, which is, I imagine, was never going to be the case, because it always is, and it'd be pretty exhausting for someone to not enjoy it for like a perpetual long period of time. But this here is rather interesting. So this is Eurovision. Yes, she's decided she's cute, but she's also she likes to body slam my keyboard, which can have an impact on my stream. I don't watch Eurovision. Actually, fun story. I am still Lily. I have very strong memories of being annoyed as a child at having to miss Doctor Who on a Saturday because Eurovision was on TV. And it happened again. It happened another time. And everyone in school was like, yeah, Eurovision. I couldn't give a damn about Eurovision. I went my Doctor Who. And I had to wait an extra week for my Doctor Who because of Eurovision. And since then, I've always had a personal grievance of Eurovision as the show which disrupts Doctor Who. So the idea that there's going to be Eurovision in Doctor Who, I can't tell if that's annoying or hilarious. But yeah, I guess there's an episode of Doctor Who revolving around Eurovision, which I don't inherently have an issue with. In fact, actually, I think it's kind of a cool concept. I like that it's embracing this kind of real life show, and I don't imagine it'll form a big part of the episode. I think it'll just be like a plot setting. But I actually like it. I think it's a nice idea.
Welcome to the
I recognize the person on the left. I can't remember his name. But interestingly, the person on the right is obviously a cat person. Unclear if they're the same species of cat people from earlier in Doctor Who, because usually they have fur on their face, and this person is distinctly not having fur on their face, so she might be a completely different cat race. And to be fair, there are a few cat races in Doctor Who. But if this is meant to be set in the future with like different alien species being part of Eurovision, I don't know how that works. Like, are these European aliens? Then how to explain the comedian who is from a contemporary era of Eurovision being on it? Is this like an android version of that comedian, hologram, or are we suggesting that he's also an alien? Or whatever.
Stellar Song Contest!
Oh, we're so staying.
We're staying.
And then, yeah, we have Mrs. Flood, clearly still playing games.
Love a good show.
So we've seen people, these like soldier-esque people in like EV suits, play be a frequent appearance. Also, I mean, so far I've not seen anything here which doesn't. Well, I was gonna say doesn't look decent. The shot where this could have been maybe composited a little bit better, but I mean it's not like bad for Doctor Who. This shot looks great, but it is often said you can do nighttime darker VFX compositing much easier when you can do things set during the day for obvious reasons.
So looking into them.
I don't know what that is, but that looks spooky.
I'm beaming.
So this is the what's her name? Cummings. What's his first name? Alan Cummings. Playing Mr. Ringading, who looks actually really like the animation on them looks fantastic. It's very much a kind of Rod Rabbit or Looney Tunes, Space Jam, Looney Tunes Back in Action kind of thing. I've not actually seen Roger Rabbit. But when you think about it, this is actually the perfect era for that to happen in Doctor Who. We've given it fits a lot of what we're exploring at the moment in the show's ethos, in the mythos. The style looks great, looks stylistically recognizable and distinct. And I feel Alan Cummings, given the correct kind of like direction, would potentially do a really good job of making it rememberable. Just hopefully there's a plot around it to kind of support it.
But the games are deadly.
Okay, this is interesting. Okay, so Claver's gonna be the episode set around. I don't know. I can't tell from the signage if this is like a real place or a fictional place. But clearly, people from the community has gone missing. Interesting that it's set in a place of it's not set in a white majority place, and it's nice to kind of get that kind of like diversity. I don't know what you're saying, Alexa, because I wasn't even talking to you. So I'm interested in the story behind this and what we're going to explore.
Tell a story.
I mean, that's not sinister at all. Someone holding a electric razor up to someone and saying that word. Yeah, some weird stuff going on there. I don't think that's a time vortex in the background. But clearly something sucking people out of a building. I'm just describing what I'm seeing here now because I don't have anything kind of deep lore to it.
Once you're scared.
Not sure who they are.
Because it likes the taste.
So that's our only shot of Millie Gibson's Ruby Sunday in this trailer. We know she's coming back. It's unclear in what capacity, if she's going to rejoin midway through the show as a full-time companion or if she's just going to make a one-off appearance. It's really kind of odd because she never really officially left the show. And they're really kind of like weird about how they were announcing that. So it's really unclear from a production point of view what role she's playing in the show. And less clear what she's playing narratively, but it might be a similar situation to kind of like how Martha left in series 3 of Doctor Who and then came back as a guest appearance in series 4. But you know, Freema Agyeman officially left, and it was clear it was a guest appearance. So kind of we'll see what the kind of appearance. But she is given top billing casting, so who knows. Yeah, this is the same planet as the one we saw that seems to be the first episode. I did initially wonder if these were Dalek ships, but they, on pausing it, aren't the same design. I don't know. There is a certain Skara-esque appearance to the planet and the buildings. So it might be, but I don't think it is. And the lasers are red, and usually Dalek ray guns are blue.
I promised that I would.
But again, that shot there looks kind of bluish, but the effect doesn't look like Daleks, unless it's a misdirection.
Keep you safe.
You can't.
I can. I will. I do.
So that's an interesting way to end the trailer. It is very similar to the big quote in the last series' trailer of him promising Ruby's mum that he'll them promising Ruby's mum that they'll bring Ruby back, over shots of Ruby in like dangerous situations, implying that they might struggle to do that. And I have a feeling that maybe I don't particularly. I have reason to be concerned about her as a character based on that line, because it's kind of a thing that they do quite often, really, in the show. But we'll see. I just don't have patience for latching onto that line as being some kind of big like threat hint.
I will take you home.
Yeah, we see that big spider thing again. Can I pause on that?
I do. I will take you home.
Some people have pointed out that their design. So there's definitely some mechanical aspect to it, because there are joints in some of the legs. So it's some kind of like cyborg giant spider. Some people have said on Twitter about it being reminiscent of some kind of like cultural thing, and I can't remember off the top of my head what it is. So I might be playing off of that. The face is certainly not like a typical spider face.
That is a promise.
And then obviously it's coming in a few weeks' time. Okay, well that was my reaction. I probably could do another pass through and like talk a bit more, but I've got a bunch of other trailers to go through, and I got to go to sleep. So we'll probably just end it there. I imagine there'll be... Actually, no. To be fair, I have seen... people point out that apparently a German Doctor Who trailer has dropped that has some extended shots in it. Is this it?
Der letzte der Time Lords.
You can probably talk over it.
Ein hochentwickelt.
Hang on, let me... where's my audio for the trailer? Let's drop down the audio a bit more, because we... and we'll just talk over this. I mean, that's a shot we've seen before. Oh, okay, so yeah, these alien things. Maybe they kidnap Belinda. And that's how she first appears in the. That's how she first gets drawn up in all this. Yeah, she appears to. Oh, yeah, I realise now that she's wearing her pajamas under her top. So very much is the case that she gets snatched in the middle of the night and dragged into this adventure. Is probably what's going to happen there.
Das hier bringt dich nach Hause. Sie ist von innen größer als von außen.
Bring mich nach Hause.
Wir müssen uns nicht abhetzen, denn
das ist eine Zeitmaschine.
And then seeing the different kind of doctor costumes is kind of fun. Do we go over that again?
uns nicht abhetzen, denn
Waistcoat from the 70s episode. Spacesuit. That. I know how I really describe these clothes, but there's definitely like an aesthetic kind of being. You can extrapolate things from it.
Das ist eine Zeitmaschine.
boom.
Apparently the German for boom is boom.
52. 51. Jahrhundert.
Der 803. Interstellar Song Contest!
Wir sind hier so richtig.
Wir bleiben.
Welches Jahr haben wir? 2007.
Oh yeah, I saw that on Twitter. And I know enough German to know what they're saying, but also I saw a captioned on Twitter. I did understand them. There's an episode saying 2007, which is interesting. So that would be the same year that Battle of Canary Wharf happened. New Year, but it's New Year 2007, so earlier. But it's basically that's if we're gonna in Modern Who, a lot of the seen set on Earth during series 2 of Doctor Who. So, gosh, School Reunion is set during 2007. Little Monsters is set during 2007. Army of Ghosts and Doomsday set during 2007. These are all episodes set during 2007. I don't know if we're gonna if Russell T Davies is gonna reference that or not. I guess I'll find out.
Kannst du deine Kiste nicht reparieren? Schon mal von dem Planeten Erde gehört? Noch nie. Meine Eltern sind noch auf der Erde.
Oh boy, a bunch of worlds on fire. Very dissimilar to reality.
Sind Sie da sicher?
Ich hoffe es.
And yeah, more of Ruby. She looks so mellow and forlorn. It's just so dramatic for a character that had a very weird history of Doctor Who. As this whole I think a lot. I don't know. There's a lot of bad faith towards Ruby because there's this whole thing about her mystery as a character, and it turns out it didn't really mean anything, and it was meant to be clever.
Was? Film ab! Doktor, was tut er da?
Ich glaube, wir werden Zeichentrickfiguren.
Herrje, ich bin flach und diese schmale Taille ist lebensfern.
Okay, I am extremely excited for a prolonged. I hope that's not a bit. I hope at least half of the runtime of that episode is them animated. Because oh my god, I mean, there's been animated Doctor Who before, I know, but I don't know. I just kind of need to see that in mainstream Doctor Who.
Ich werde dich nicht im Stich lassen.
I agree.
Hier passt nichts zusammen. Unsere gesamte Realität ist in Gefahr.
That's just the opening titles.
Ich habe versprochen, dass ich auf dich aufpasse.
Das kannst du nicht versprechen.
Okay, well, the whole thing about seeing the skeletons does make it seem like it's the Daleks. I like his hair in that shot. The shot where it's like kind of dreadlocks behind, isn't it? Back his head. Oh, interesting creature. Oh, and then we got units doing some weird late night things. And then the spider thing. Oh, okay. Well, that seems like a bit of a spoiler. And then also probably is where that skeleton thing comes from because you can kind of see the skeleton still there. So I guess we now know what the skeleton thing is. Thanks, German trailer. BBC present. Okay. Well, now we're done. I need to go react to the other trailers. So, if you can all kindly, please, once I've finished doing what's going on here? Oh, I know. What? What? What is going on? Why is the thing not doing the thing? Why am I like in the wrong place for this trailer? So confused. Anyway, okay. Get a mouse.